Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today from this video we will start learning of Python. Okay, so in this lecture we will discuss all the topics, right, that is going to be finished in our Python series. Okay, in Python series we will start from the basic to the advanced, and I will be explain all the things that that is most important, right? And if you are starting to learn about the DSA, okay, DSA with the Pythons, and that is the very good thing in this series, that I will be taking a basis that if you're going to start the DSA, then you have to be just join this series and you will be get more benefit, right? So today I'm just going to list out the topics that we are going to finish in our lecture series. Okay, so let's start. In this section, Python basic zero level means that in zero level means that you having something that you will be already have learned, right? You have learned in C++ and Java. You have already learned about the keywords, identifier, right? And now we will just going through the only a reading purpose, that what is introduction, what is Python, feature of Python's installation and setups, and Python syntax, right? After that we will discuss about the basic instance variables, right? You have already read about the basics in C++, right? So we will discuss about the variables, right? What is variable? We will discuss all the things we will discuss, but I'm just going to be introduce variables. Okay, I'm just giving only definitions and those things, and one small examples, right? In variables, what is variables? Variables that is used to store the data, right? You have also learned in the C and C++, right? What is variable? Variable in sense that used to store data means variable. If we going to take example, the a is equal to 10, that is the variable, right? This is the variable, means that it is actual identifier, right? Identifier means those that contain the value, right? And in Python, no need to declare a type in Python, means that if you remember in the C and C++ that in C what we are going to do, that you have to just declare int a is equal to 10, right? But in C you don't have to write the data type actually, right? And you have also read in the C and Java, right? If you're going to take example in the C++, you also write int a is equal to of 10, right? But in Python we do not take actually keywords or variables or data type, right? Means that, look at this, int a, it is wrong. We have to just take a simple a is equal to of 10 and b is equal to of 20 and c is equal to a plus b, and we have to just print c. That is the answer, right? Just is the code, and this is the example of the Python variables, right? And there is so much simples, means that you say that it is a very funny programming language and very easy to learn, right? Just I have taken an example, x is equal to 10, right? It is also a variable. X is also x contain 10 and name contain Rahul. You have to just print Rahul, then it is just write print name, right? Okay, now let's move to the data types. There are main 3 or 4 data types is mostly important in the Python, and those type is int, float, string and bool, right? If you don't int, whole number, means that integer, right? Integer means positive and negative, right? And 0 is also considered. Float means the decimals number. Float, if you have also learned in that C and C++ about the float, right? String means that every words that is in the double quoted, right, and single quoted. Let me tell you one thing. In Python you don't have to be that only double quoted quotation will be allowed, but there is a single quoted allowed to take a string, right? And about bool means that you have to just give the true and false. Okay, And now taking examples from the int a is equal to of 10, b is equal to of 3.5, that is the float, and c is equal to taken in the double quoted form, okay, that is Python, and d is equal to true, means that if you taken a bool, then true and false will be given as a result, right? Now we will proceed to the typecasting, right? We will also learn about the typecasting. Actually we are just going to be define itself, okay. So we are just going to deduce the typecasting, okay. In typecasting, int, string and float. Typecasting means converting one data into another, means that if the data is in int, you have to just convert into a float, okay. Okay, if you having a data in float, okay, you have to just convert into a int, okay. I have taken an example also. X is equal to int, that this is, y is equal to float, this is, and z is equal to string, right? Now we are going to be just operators, okay. In operators we will read about the arithmetic operators, okay, in plus, minus, into, divided, and we will learn also about this, and this give the remainder actually, okay, and a percentage and a square, okay. And we will learn about the comparison operator and a logical operator, okay. Now input and output also we will learn, in how to input take and how to print and what is a split we will also learn. Let's explain about the input. Take input from the users, means that key input is used to take the input from the users, and print is actually display the output, right? If you writing this, let's take example. A is equal to of 10, b is equal to of 20, and if you going to sum the a plus may b, and we have to just print, take print and c, okay. This will print and give the example, right? If you take the input, okay, the input, this is I will be explain later, okay, but you have to be just think that okay, I am just taking input, because if you taking the input from the users, users may can take the input as an integer, right? That's why I'm just taking int, right? Input, enter number, enter number, right? And after taking enter number, print that thing, print, okay, a, that will be the I have taken the input and output, okay. And if you going to the splits, take multiple inputs value in one line by using the split, okay, by using the split, take multiple inputs value in one line, okay. I have just taken an example. A comma b is equal to input, okay, that is the function actually, input function, and the split, right? If you take a lot of value in one line, then we can take it by using the split function, okay. Now we will go to the conditions actually. In conditions we will also know about the conditions, you have also read in the C and C++. So if you recall that thing, here is the same things going to be applied, right? If x is greater than 0, then print the positive, right? You have also read in the C and C++, that is those things is same in the Python actually, right? About the if means ki there is a condition actually. If this is right, then it is we going go and pass, right? If x is greater than 0, print x. If the value of x is equal to of 0, it is right or wrong? That is wrong, means that ki positive, that is not a positive, right? I have only taken if x is greater than is equal to of 0, means that the value of x is equal to of 10, means that this is going to be the print, otherwise out from the loop, okay. This is out from the loop. Now second condition is if and else, right? I have taken a small example. If x modulus 2 is equal to of 0, print even, else print odd, means that the value of x is equal to 2 and 2 modulus 2 is equal to of 0, means that 2 divided by 2 1 times, that give you 0, right? Modulus 0. Then what will print? Even. Means the value of x is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, then it will print in the even. Otherwise, if there is taken that is not divisible by 4, sorry, it is not divisible 2, then it is called the odd. Okay, now going to if else if, right? I have taken an example also, right? If x is greater than 0, then print positive, else if x is less than 0, print negative, and else print 0. Okay, so if we take an example, x is equal to of 10, so what will be the output, right? So if is greater than 0, yes, so what will print? The positive, right? If x is equal to of -1, what will I print? That is the negative number. And x is less than 0, yeah, that is negative, right? Else if there is no positive, no negative, then what will be the answer? The 0. If taken the x is equal to 0, what will be the answer? That is the 0, because neither positive nor negative, right? Yeah. So going next, nested if means that if nested means ki you are having a lot of curly braces and there is some codes and that you have to be executed, right? Nested means like bird nested, right? Means that is a loop and loop and loop, right? Means that there is a loop and there is another loop and there is another loop and there is another loop, means multiple loop inside a loop, that is called the nested loop. Okay, if x is greater than 0, then you have to, what you have to do? If x is modulus to 0, print positive even. Means that if value of x is greater than 0, then another is if x is modulus 2 is equal to d, then print positive, otherwise no. If I am taking the example 4, right? What will be? The 4 modulus 2 is equal to of 0. That is the right? Yes, because it gives 0. Okay, means more than a positive even. Okay, now we will going to be learn about in details. It is actually introductory video. Okay, we will talk about the loop. In loop we will talk about the for loop, while loop and range. Okay, and we will also cover the break and continue. This is the most mandatory things and very important in the Pythons, because Python is basically going to be used in the data science, and a lot of data are there in the markets, so you have to just use that data things and you have to just keep the data things in an organized way. So we have to be just use the loops actually. Okay, we will just giving some example. We will learn about the in loop a lot of things actually in loop. Okay, while loop, range, break and continue. Now there is a nested loop also. Okay, after completing the loops, we will start the functions. Okay, in functions we will learn about a def, parameter, return, default arguments, local and global variable. Okay, we will also learn about the recursion actually. Okay, look at this recursion. In recursion we will talk about the actually base case, recursive call means the calling itself. Okay, and the factorial, Fibonacci series, and the call stack basis idea. Okay, the most important is list. We will learn about the list, how to create list, how to indexing a list, how to selecting a list, how traveling a list, and how nested list is created. Important methods, we will also cover the important methods, and these are the most important, right? These are the most important. Okay, these are the most important topic in the Python that is the going to be used in the data science actually, right? And that's why it is most important list. After that we will learn the important methods. Let's append, extends, inserts, remove, pop, sorts, reverse, len, sum, min and max. This is the inbuilt function that is used in the Python actually, and basically in the list. Okay, and strings, how to indexing strings, slicing strings, and slicing is the most important in the Python. Okay, because the data is fetching and data accessing by using the slicing, it is very important because it's taking less time, right? And traversing and methods also we will learn in strings, splints, joints, replace, find and count functions like this, right? Inbuilt functions. After completing the strings, we will go to the dictionary actually. Okay, we will go to the dictionary. That is the second most important. Okay, about the creating dictionary, how to create a dictionary, right? We will actually learn in depth, right? We will take in real life examples, and you believe in yourself that key you will be able to create a list, create a dictionary, create a strings, and accessing a it means that you will learn the everything, right? Creating dictionary, accessing the value of that dictionaries also you will be learn, right? And how to add and how to update a dictionary, and you will be also learn about the methods, right? You get method, case method, values method, atoms and both, right? Now we will go to frequency counting. Yes, you will also, I will explain in details actually how to counting a frequency in the dictionary, right? I take on 10 month set, how to create set, creating sets, methods. A lot of methods are used in the sets, like add, remove, discard, union, interested, and a difference, right? And most important is inbuilt functions, right? By using in this inbuilt function, means that key you will be think about that key having a lot of code are there, right? About by using the loop, right? But if you're going to use these inbuilt functions, the code will become too less, right? Become many small, okay? By using this important inbuilt functions. Okay, we will also learn about this, and this is very important and this is very easy to learn. I will explain this thing. Last but not least, now at the last we will talk about the time and space complexity, and that is the most important. If someone is going to do DSA with the Pythons, then the time and complexity is the most important, right? We will learn about the constant time, linear time, and the quadratic time, right? So now I'm just closing this video because I have just explained all the topics that we are going to be covered in the Python series, right? Thank you so much for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.